In this video, we'll provide a brief overview of the most significant updates introduced in Captain Optimus Strong V2. The first major update is automatic input indicator setting storage. In previous versions, whenever traders wanted to build a new strategy or test a different trading idea, they often had to reconfigure all input indicators from scratch. From adding indicators and adjusting parameters to selecting signals and verifying settings, everything had to be done manually each time a strategy was modified. For systems that rely on multiple indicators or several layers of confirmation, this process could become quite time-consuming. In addition, repeatedly entering the same settings increased the likelihood of mistakes, such as incorrect parameters, forgotten configurations, or using settings that differed from the version originally tested. With Captain Optimus Strong V2, this issue has been solved through the new input indicator configuration save and load feature. Whenever you add an indicator and finish configuring its parameters, you can save the entire setup as a reusable configuration. Later, when building a new strategy, switching templates, or continuing your research, you can simply reload the saved configuration instead of manually re-entering every parameter. For traders who frequently research, backtest, and experiment with different ideas, this feature can save a significant amount of setup time while reducing mistakes caused by incorrect parameters or overlooked settings. As a result, traders can focus more on strategy development, performance evaluation, and system optimization rather than repeatedly performing the same configuration tasks. The next major update is a new trade exit mechanism introduced in Captain Optimus Strong V2. One important note to better understand how indicator-based exit works. The system automatically interprets the relationship between entry and exit signals. For example, if your sell entry logic is built around bearish conditions, Captain Optimus Strong V2 will automatically recognize that the corresponding exit condition should be a bullish signal from the configured exit indicator. Likewise, if a buy trade is based on bullish conditions, the system will monitor for a bearish signal to determine when the position should be closed. Here, you will see the system entering and exiting trades based on the signals you selected. Note: if a new signal appears before the configured exit condition is met, the system will continue holding the current position and will only exit when a valid new signal is formed. Next, let's look at a clear example of how the indicator-based exit mechanism works. In this example, we have a buy trade. The exit condition is configured to trigger when volume delta generates an opposite signal. As a result, the trade will remain open until a bearish volume delta signal appears, at which point the system will automatically close the buy position. Conversely, if the system is holding a sell trade, the position will remain active until volume delta generates a bullish signal, which will serve as the exit condition. Of course, the original exit mechanism from Captain Optimus Strong version 1 remains available. This is the consensus-ended exit feature. In this example, the system automatically closed the sell trade once the bearish consensus was no longer present. The buy trade works in exactly the same way. The system will continue holding the position as long as the bullish consensus remains intact. Once the overlap between bullish signals disappears, meaning the level of bullish agreement has weakened, the system will automatically close the buy position. The next update is pending order lifetime control using time, tick, or bar limits. For example, here we have a trading signal that has generated a pending order. At the same time, the parameter cancel pending order bars Soundgrid 5 is enabled. This means that if the pending order is not filled within 5 bars after the signal is generated, the system will automatically cancel it. Similarly, if cancel pending order ticks Sashinaur Fefeti, the system will monitor the number of ticks that have formed since the signal was generated. If the pending order remains unfilled after 50 ticks, the system will automatically cancel it. Finally, cancel pending order seconds Ds or 60 means that if a pending order is placed but not filled within 60 seconds, the system will automatically cancel that order. Next is the skip trades after a losing streak feature. Looking at the example shown here, if you set stop auto entry, loss streak to 3. It means that after the system takes 3 losing trades in a row, the auto-entry feature will automatically stop placing new trades. This setting helps traders avoid continuing to trade during a losing streak, reducing the risk of account drawdown when the market is no longer aligned with the current trading logic. Unlike version 1, the system will continue entering trades based on the buy and sell signals that appear on the chart. This means traders still need to manually manage risk when the strategy goes through a losing streak. Next is the skip trades on slippage feature. In this example, Captain gives a buy signal after the signal candle has closed. However, right after that, price moves too fast and gets too far away from the expected entry area. When that price difference exceeds the allowed slippage limit, the system will automatically skip the trade instead of entering at a worse price. The trader only needs to set the maximum slippage to control the entry condition. In the previous versions, when price moved too quickly after a signal, traders had to watch the market and decide manually whether the trade was still worth taking, or accept that the system might enter even after price had moved too far from the original entry area. Next is the Convert Your Setup into a working NT8 strategy feature. With this feature, after building your strategy inside Captain Optimus Strong, you can use generate code to let the system convert that setup into a complete strategy file. This means traders are not limited to running the setup in a semi-automated way. They can also bring the strategy into NT8 and use tools like Strategy Analyzer to backtest, review performance, and evaluate the strategy more clearly.